Hey everybody, let's talk about leaders who invest their time into the right things. Culture is a daily task. Culture is critical, and I just don't get it sometimes. Why don't leaders understand this and go deeper into it? Culture makes our teams work. Why do we allow ourselves to be distracted by the busy and what we see as important tasks and forget about the critically important parts? Is it because this is hard work, not task work? Culture needs consistent, credible, communicative work. It means being present a lot, leading by walking around your building every day, connecting, having conversations and setting the tone consistently with a really clear vision. In a few words, and work on making it a reality with every interaction. It's about working strategically with every decision to make sure we all align to this vision. It's work that we can't measure and check off. We can't use a checklist. It's not about that. We can't measure it in numbers. We measure it in tangibles to begin with. Feelings, vibes, interactions. You could look at staff attendance. Are your team turning up? On time or before time? Every time. Are leave days minimal? You could measure it in, do people get on with things and complete what is asked of them within the set time frame and to a quality standard? But are you better to measure it by the attitude you see in the interactions you observe? Stop and take note. Are there problems landing left, right and centre on your desk? Or are people problem solving and challenging each other? Do you have people that are taking risks and having a go? Do your team push the limits and try new things? Is innovation a critical part of what happens around your place? Do your team come and share new ideas and new thinking? Do they work without permission? Do they exude in confidence? Does everyone talk the same language, and are they working to the same goal? How do you know? Is there an uncontrollable energy? And you don't need to control that energy. Are people just moving forward and getting on with it? It's when you feel and see this, you know your team are moving in the right direction. When silos and politics don't feature. When there is a language of challenge and opportunity. When you find out about initiatives after the fact. And when you can celebrate that and not question it. When success happens without you. This is culture in action, and this is what we aspire to. This is how we measure it. This is what it feels like. But why do so many leaders forget this? They write a vision and put it on a piece of paper. It's a task done, not a living daily mantra. My greatest frustration in teaching leadership and supporting leaders to grow is when leaders say yes, and actually they show us the opposite. When I see phenomenal teachers and team players wither and shrivel, when their passion dies because their leaders won't allow them to grow, to blossom and to bloom. We want marigolds breeding marigolds. We want leaders who focus on culture, not leaders who are walnuts stopping and poisoning potential, stuck in task and routine and compliance. We encourage our new teachers to find their marigold. But if we lead cultures that don't allow marigolds, we aren't leading. Are you creating a garden that will allow marigolds to grow? Focus on culture, not results. Jump in and reread Find Your Marigold by Jennifer Gonez.